cash.
Finding a place and locking them in. WNBA is about to begin. Gotta trust the process if you wanna win, cause Just Cash is back. You better tell your friends when Angel Reese walks in a bar with Asia Wilson and Caitlin Clark. These bookies don't know where to start. We be killing them all, tearing them apart. They can't mess with us, they can't mess with you. And I'm never gonna cuss cause I love you too. Hit thumbs up if you want good luck. Girls thinking that we fresh and they wanna We be winning the bets and they be rolling up. By far we the best, you ain't good enough. Ain't a damn thing funny, man, you know what's up. You wanna win some money, it's time to lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in, lock in.
Lock in, bruh.
Lock in, lock in.
Lock in, bruh.
Lock in.
It is Monday. That means another week of WNBA basketball and a little time with Just Cash. What up? What up?
Just cash.
Jordan's underrated. How are you, man? How was your weekend?
Oh, I forgot we even had a weekend. Been doing the same thing the whole time. Like, it doesn't stop. I mean, we didn't stream, but same old thing, right? Same old
Indeed. Oh yeah, had a pretty solid night, pretty solid weekend. The 3 plays we had for Friday, pretty easy. We had the Sims under, Boston over, and Big CC. No problem there. And if you missed the Boston line, she still ended up covering that PR. Saturday, we had the 2 stinkers with Jackie and Courtney Williams, but still ended up 2-2 on the day. And then yesterday, pretty solid Sunday. You can't be mad at that. 4-1 to close out the week, and made over 6 units this week. So it was another pretty positive way to end the grind as it is. And now I am definitely feeling a little bit under the weather today, so we're going to try and keep it a little bit more to just about an hour today or so. Looking at some stuff for tonight, honestly not super excited about this solo game, but we got 4 games tomorrow, a lot of injury news happening, a lot of moving parts to keep an eye out for. So we will be picking up some, I think, responsive, or responding to news, if you will. But a lot of stuff, a lot of potential. Again, my apologies. We're kind of running late, mostly just due to me. But we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Nonetheless, we got a couple of bangers up on the board for us right now. We got one of our other GOATs, Big Asia, something to talk about there. And then, a return of Shep tonight. Curious to see how that's going to play out. So if you guys got any comments, questions, all that good stuff, make sure and throw them down below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button down below to help support the channel as always. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and be a part of the access. We got week-long, month-long, and season-long passes, as well as free 7-day trials for everybody new. So come check it out. We got links in the description down below. I apologize again if my voice goes out a couple times too. It's been a long day, but we are here. Underrated, see how everyone's doing. Check in with the peoples. See how the people's weekend were.
Yeah, let's see how we're doing, guys. We're a couple hours late today, so I figured a few people probably missed out or didn't see that we changed up, but still see a lot of people in here, so appreciate you guys for changing up your schedule for us. We got Tameyer, 2133. He's here. We got Too Legit to Quit. What we nuking, he says. We got YBM Barrow, 730. We got Quicksand. We got H. McClendon's in here. JT Paul's here. What's up, bro? We got Derek. MC James. What is that? MC James 31, I think it is. 81. Sorry about that. Starco 3420 is here. Says Lock In Fam. We got Super Checo 33. We got Super Throwed. We got Big Logan. What up, though? He's ready to win. We got It's Eli, the man. He is here again with some more plays, as usual. That's who we got in here so far, E. We're ready, man. We're ready to lock in. I see your 2 plays on the board, and I'm sure after you get through those 2, we're going to look through some other stuff. I know tomorrow's already on the board, and we have some things to look through still here. I know we are dealing with some other things, life type stuff and YouTube type stuff, but it's time to lock in on some props, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Man, try not to die on y'all here. All right, we got one play officially for tonight, and then I think a couple still on the radar for potential. Let's talk about Lana Smith. If you hit us with a little mini meet action, I know it's only 2 plays, but still,
right.
Let's talk about Lana Smith here. And 8.5 RA just honestly still feels a little bit on the higher side than what it should be. She's all the way up to 6.5 rebounds, which I mean, I get it, playing more minutes now and all that good stuff, but this is not a good matchup. Very, very slow pace on the other side from Golden State, and just all around not the best of matchups. Coming off a recent game where she did have 6 rebounds, but I think the biggest thing is this, the assist, man. I mean, with Jessica Shepard in the mix this season, she is not a playmaker at all. Even with the minutes variance, increase, decrease, like all that stuff, it's very volatile for her. Plus, also losing Foot in the mix is, kind of one of her outlets. She doesn't really have that much of a rapport with Paige or Enrique. It just kind of, is more just by second passing. But this line I do love quite a bit. You can look at her from last season too, just to kind of paint a clearer picture of what her overall production looks like. So even just with normal minutes, normal stuff, I mean, she was barely 40% even being able to attain this. The playmaking was a lot better for her last season, but I'm still quite skeptical about her and the rebounding, man. I've seen so many seasons past where she just gets unbelievably lazy and doesn't really care for it, or she's just locking down one person and all she's focused on is that. And, for her, we really haven't seen much foul trouble. That's something that she's kind of skirted by on here, playing more meaningful minutes. But, I mean, that is easily something that can rear its ugly head. But for her, I think with Smith or with Shepard being back, this just is way too high of a line. I mean, Shepard does way, way too much for this team. If there are rebounds to be had, more than likely she's going to be picking those up. And, I mean, if she's going to be just hanging out on the wing with Kayla Thornton this game again, I mean, I just don't see where we're getting all these extra rebounds from. So, clean up on the glass, Golden State, no goofy offensive rebounds for her. And then, I mean, we also just wheel the upside on top of all that Golden State at the house is not one to mess with. I mean, this team has been unbelievably good. They're beating teams, no problem. And they've had their number in this Dallas series so far this season. Home road splits really haven't mattered. So this game could get real ugly. And I like her chances here. I like her chances.
So RA is the thing, and it's only on... See, it is on DraftKings. Okay, so it's on DraftKings and Prizepicks, and I saw you had it on Parlay Play, but it's not on a lot of these other sites. That's interesting, huh?
No, it was widely available everyone or everywhere. Prizepicks had her, also Underdog had her. I think my filters thing reset for whatever reason, but yeah, she was everywhere when I posted it earlier.
Well, right now on mine, it's not on FanDuel, it's not on Bovada, they took it off, I guess. The only place you can get it now is Prizepicks and DraftKings, I guess.
Yeah, she's still an Underdog too. They haven't messed with that.
Underdog, okay. Yeah, Underdog doesn't come through on here. Okay.
I'm not sure why. I noticed that earlier too. It was not showing up where it was available, when it was available.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if we want to bet that RA as a single bet, where can we bet it? Just DraftKings.
Yeah, you can get it on DraftKings. I also had it on Onyx earlier. Let me see. Did they? Yeah, they still have it. It's 122.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So let's get a little bit of exposure on that. And, for her, I would love to see some foul trouble. Honestly, I would love to see this team maybe even go a little bit smaller. I think they need some more offensive weapons. Not having James in the bench unit, not having Fudd. Odyssey Sims, I know she's been a hot topic today. We'll get to those questions here momentarily, but yeah, man, I just for her, I just don't see it. That line is too high.
I mean, with Shepard in, if you take Shepard off the court, if you put Shepard back on the court, I should say, with the games that Shepard played, she had 1 potential assist and 3 the game before. Rebounds, what'd you look at there? She did have 8 and 6, but
yeah,
those are easier matchups, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, a little bit more easier. And I mean, Washington just played so terrible in that first half. She racked up a lot of early ones.
I see. Yeah, her rebounds at 6.5 at plus money, and then you add the assists. You add 2 more for the RA. That does make sense. That is a good play. That's probably why they took it off a lot of sites. That seems too good.
I think so. Honestly, it just kind of felt like one that was being really overlooked. And I mean, the fact that Shepard is back is only going to hurt that. Plus, I mean, Odyssey Sims, I know she did stay under the assist line for us, but these last couple games still being a nuisance in the playmaking. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty well business as usual. Worst case scenario, she just absorbs any kind of extra usage that Alana had. They're going to need Alana to score the ball today. Jessica Shepard really, really struggled in this matchup. I mean, she only had 6 points the last time they played, whereas Alana Smith, was able to work that 3 ball and get to the free throw line a little bit better. So that's I would assume is going to have to be a recipe here, because both Shepard and Paige, who, for that matter, I still am really, really on the fence about this 28.5 PRA. I see that all the sites are kind of going back that direction with it now. They play her tough. My only concern is we just don't have that big of a sample size with both Fudd and James being out, and her minutes kind of unhinged the last couple games now.
Yeah. We would think with Shepard in, we should be okay, but
yeah. I do like the history, though. Mostly keeps her at bay with the scoring. The RA kind of varies, which makes sense. I mean, she's going to have to pass and get the ball out of her hands if they're going to be throwing traps at her. But Paige, again, doesn't really play that bad against the same team that often. So coming off of more of a poor performance, it could blow out again. I mean, most certainly could blow out, but you never know. But that was still one, at least, just to put up on the radar. This PRA, I think, is a little bit on the higher side. And she was only 29.5 when it opened before the news.
Yeah, 29.5 last night looked good. Starco says he got Elena at her 8.5 RA under at minus 128 on court side.
Oh, there you go.
Apps popping up everywhere.
Yeah, so it should be somewhere. You should be able to find it. Shepard should be good to go. I mean, I don't see any reason why they're would not just rest her here if she wasn't 100%. She's a warrior. She's going to play if she can.
And she's probable?
Yeah. And she was at practice earlier, too. So,
yeah.
Barring anything crazy, slipping on a banana peel or something right before the game, she should suit up.
Yeah, that's a nice find. I like that play. Good call, man. That RA is too high. The rebounds are too high, but you add the RA on there now. It's even better. I'm trying to find it here somewhere, but figure out a way to get it in. But yeah, that's nice. Cool. And Paige too. I like the Paige. I wish we had 29.5, but I mean, what you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, a couple of different options at least. We may or may not official her, but the PRA under, like that one, and then you can also get her 19.5 under on Kalshi. Still for pretty reasonable odds. Maybe if you want to wait, bet that live. I get it. She's been kind of back and forth with the first half stuff, but to each their own. I do like it. Don't know about official yet, though.
Alrighty.
All right. We'll talk about Asia here real fast because we had so much news that came in for tomorrow. So just to kind of catch you guys up on a couple of little tidbits of it. Griner Edwards, we're still waiting around for Connecticut. Erica Wheeler popped up with a Q tag today. We haven't really seen her miss much time at all this season, but that would leave possibly Brink and her being out for this game. Makani, I get the feeling she'll probably end up suiting up for this one, especially if Wheeler sits. So just kind of keeping out for those players. So we had a question about Sabrina. She is also questionable still, I believe, with that foot injury. Not sure if she's going to play or not. Skylar Diggins, kind of crazy to see her popping up with the Sydney Taylor's. I was about to say, what the hell? Why is Skylar here? Sydney Taylor might have a chance to play tomorrow. Yeah, I was about to say, what?
Skylar's done.
And then
over it all.
Yeah, no, she's done so for the season. And then our Toronto game, this one gets a little bit more exciting. Hoping to see the return of Brittany Sykes, But also, this team mostly healthy now. Julie Allman, though, is still going to be out. Condi out. And then Sably, she's actually going to be out for a couple of weeks. So pretty unfortunate, to say the least, when we played her. And then we just need updates on this late night game. We know Brianna Jones is going to be out for extended time, but Canada may or may not play. And then this bench unit, I don't even know how these players are getting hurt. They don't even see time on the court. But Parker, she's been concussed in the next season, I'm guessing. And then Dana Evans, we'll see if she ends up playing or not. But with that being said, let's talk about Big Mama Asia and this at-home matchup against the Dream. All right, so these teams played twice already this season. Asia played very mid in both of them. Now, the earlier matchup in May, this was whenever this whole team was going through a really bad slump. They were not playing well at all. Jackie was going through her, bereavement, not playing well. But the most recent time that they played, they ended up beating them by 22, and Asia really didn't have to do a whole lot down the stretch. Jackie snapped off, Grace snapped off in the second half. So everything was pretty well put away. But let's fast forward back to a more recent Asia. And for her, this line at 24.5, really good low buy, averaging just about 26 so far this season. But there's a couple things I really wanted to highlight for her here. One, games with Miss Parker being out have looked phenomenal, averaging 26 points so far this season, hitting this at 66% overall. I like what I'm seeing here already. Okay, let's roll it out a little bit different here. Two different things boasting really, really great spots for her. One of them being this defense or lack of inside the paint. They were already bad with Bree Jones coming back, and they are just in shambles right now. Over the last month, allowing the most by far points inside the paint for one. And then the other biggest thing, which was kind of surprising for me, because Atlanta normally is really good about this, but they have gone foul happy, and they're allowing the fourth most free throws in the last month now. So those two things are what Asia does well, getting to the free throw line and scoring inside the paint. And for her, this is a storm brewing, perfect matchup. Now, again, with Bree Jones being off the court, only going to get even better. I love the spot for her. We saw Jackie kind of fold last game. Don't know what's going on with that, but Chelsea Gray also been a bit back and forth as far as supporting for the offense overall. I think this is a good low buy for us. Asia's looked really good. She's getting a lot of whistles lately, and everything on paper is kind of just lining it up for this to be a really good game.
Yeah, man, big Asia time, huh? It's pretty low for Asia. 24.5. We're used to seeing 25, 26, 27 even. So
yes, she will be 25.5. I guarantee you that before probably the end of night, if not well before tomorrow starts. But the last thing I really wanted to highlight, though, is we were talking about the free throw metrics, and y'all know that's her upside. So let's look at the top half of the free throw allowed matchups, and it looks equally as beautiful. If you look in here, though, you're like, oh, man, she missed a couple of these games. I see 22-point blowout, 34, 19. That one she genuinely missed, and then a 29-point blowout. So all excluding those, she's missed this line essentially one time, and that was way early in the season. So I love this. Talking about a 70%er, getting her at a low buy, great matchup, great everything. Let's do it.
All right. I wonder if Big Two agrees. Big Two, where are you? I seen him in here earlier, so we'll see if he lets us know if he's on the same page with you or not. That will be interesting.
Another kind of, just to put it in perspective, the other player who also did really well in this matchup, and I'm kind of surprised her line is plus money, but Nalissa Smith also same, 1A, 1B. Those two were just packing the punch inside the paint. Asia just ended up kind of taking a backseat in the second half, but here recently that hasn't been the case. So I love what I'm seeing. They are getting inside the lane and scoring at will. And for her, when she's on it, she's on it. We're coming off of a couple of nasty losses too, mind you. So this team's got to be a little bit more hungry than usual.
They suck. Oh, man. Yeah. Will Jackie come back, Will Jackie come back? What happened last game? 8 points? That was crazy.
It's very possible. Very possible. But this Vegas squad really wants to win this matchup for a multitude of reasons. One of them being to make sure they retain this top 3 spot. They want the home court seeding. Atlanta is still technically in the hunt for the top 4. For them, they would love to jump over Indiana here and at least get the 4th spot. But this game, for sure, Golden State and Vegas, they want to win these easier matchups. Well, should be easier matchups.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Asia 24.5. Man, I don't get it, but I guess we'll play it. I don't know why it's on the lower side. They're scared of Reese or something?
I don't know why. I mean, this team is just they are bleeding out points. The only recent centers that really have had a mediocre outing necessarily were Griner, because she couldn't keep the fouls or her hands to herself. Almost got ejected that game, and then Sabley just came up a little bit short on poor efficiency. But I mean, she still had 12 field goal attempts. But I mean, all these other players, we got Shakira twice, we got Dom twice, Cardoso twice, even Big Meg going out and putting up 17 on them. I mean, list just kind of goes on and on. So if we're talking Asia, I do like the upside here, and for this price point, makes a lot of sense.
Okay, looks good to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything we got so far. Let's kind of spend this last half an hour or so, roll through some questions, see what you guys got. As per usual, we will always be available in the Discord. So anytime y'all want to hit us up in there and fire away.
All right, let's see what we got. Big Ty says, is it live? I can't see anything. Too legit to quit says, what we nuking, his famous line. That's what's up. Quicksand says, here early, ready, let's get this money. H. McClendon says, awaiting the goats. JT Paul says, let's MF and go. One game today. That means I can sit back and let these hoes sing on the mic tonight. Salute my bros. But right now, I'm here for the good info. Y'all boys never let me down. Let's go, JT Paul.
Let's go, bro.
Says, lock it in, fam. Derek says, let's get paid, guys. Super Checo 33 says, we live, fam. Super Throw said, will you start doing NBA props when it starts?
Oh man, that's been our biggest debate for a long time. We used to actually cover NBA, and I mean, it is something that we still are very active in within our community here. But as far as covering it and stuff, it's we've kind of moved over towards doing college basketball. It's a little bit more of it's like WNBA. It's more of a niche sport, but it's not as widely covered, so it's something that's still kind of an untouched gem for us. And I mean, we had a really good season last year, made over 80 units with it. We had an unbelievable final 2 months of the season with a lot of unders, and it's a different name of the game. I know it's not as popular, but it's also not something like, we don't have to be glued to the computer or glued to an app all day long waiting on injury news and stuff like that. The injury stuff is a very far few between, and you get a pretty ample amount of time to kind of get stuff ready. And there's a lot of teams, yes, but it was a different pace. And if you guys weren't around with us, I would highly recommend it. We'll have that, and then I know you're super excited about NFL for tackle props and stuff.
That's always fun. I got a lot of research to do, though, man. Damn, it's a lot of teams compared to this. Logan says, what up, though? What's up, Logan? He said, we will win today. It's Eli says, help me out. Help me out, man. Do some leans for the Aces game. I have Gray over 5.5, minus 132. I guess that's assists, yes. Jackie over 5.5 at minus 160. And Asia 25, minus 118. We are on Asia 25. What do you think about Gray and Jackie assists?
Yeah, Gray, I think Gray a little bit more interesting here because, I mean, she correlates directly with Asia. Jackie, I mean, still pretty dominant in the playmaking, but 6.5 is kind of pushing it for this particular matchup. I know that most recent game, Gray was snapping off on scoring, and Nalissa Smith as well, so she had a little bit extra connections there. I mean, I do like them both. They're making them very, very price appropriate. If I had to pick between the two of them, though, I do like Chelsea Gray. The 5.5 is quite the low buy. And for her, we always talk about this. This is something that is like the at-home primo du jour. She's hit this so much with consistency this year. The 5+ also should be a fairly low buy. Maybe not, but I do like the 5.5. What was the other one? Jackie 5.5. Asia. Yeah. So we got Asia for the official anyways. If you want to play Jackie, I don't mind it. Maybe consider playing just an alt line for her, but you could stack it up with any of these other players.
Whoa. What was that?
Oh, what?
Laura super chatted $29.
Damn, baller.
Yeah, oh, thank you. We appreciate it. We had to do a little bit of sidestepping since right now the YouTube's got us demonetized for some nonsense. We've been working on that, but we do have links down below if you guys want to do any super chats or just throw out comments, questions. You can sign up, or you don't have to sign up, right? It's just literal same thing as like a super chat.
Yeah, you should have to just, I think you just have to be signed into PayPal, and then it can send it, and you can ask your question there, and then it should pop up on the screen.
Okay, dope.
Yes, sir. How was that nice music in your ears? Nice and loud for you?
It was manageable. I appreciate that.
All right. YBM Vero says, what's happening? What's happening, bro? What's happening? It's Eli says, Sabrina over 16.5 points, minus 132. I'm nothing. The Olympics players' minutes are starting to get shortened. I'm nothing. The Olympics players are starting to get shorted.
Yeah, I mean, some of them for sure are the USA players. Take that with a grain of salt. I mean, our team is unbelievably loaded every single year, so it's not exactly like they have to limit their players. The international players, yes, that is very much so still been a thing. Xana Lassini was the only kind of exception. I have no idea why she ended up playing 30 minutes last game, other than maybe just with Salon being out, but still, that's kind of, that was her season high performance, season high minutes. The starters, though, for United States, maybe not so much. Sabrina is still questionable with that foot or ankle injury, so I don't even know if she's actually going to play for this one. But New York, they still kind of need to make sure they hang on to this top spot here. I don't think they necessarily have too much to worry about because they're not really going to be able to they have a long shot of being able to get in this top 4 spot. So technically they are still in the hunt, but yeah, man, it wouldn't surprise me to see them rule her out tomorrow.
All right. CB Miami says, let's go, goats.
Yo.
Timer says, new here, but y'all entertaining.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
It's Eli says, Sabrina over 16.5. Okay, that's what he meant. I'm noticing. He had one of those. YouTube took his message before he wanted to send it thing. He said, been watching a week. Oh, Timer's been watching a week. What's up, bro? Glad you're here commenting now. Getting a little used to our silliness. We are at 53 likes, guys. We need 16 more likes for good luck. Our 69 good luck. We are at a different time, 2 hours later than normal, so we figured there'd be a little less people today and only one game, but we're still going to have the same amount of fun. It's Eli says Clark assists.
I like it. Not going to lie. I do like it. I was really, really hoping after that last game we were going to get her at 8.5, but bookies already know. Great spot for all scoring inside the paint. So I know this last game we were pushing it a little bit, but I still like that matchup. It held up well enough for us. But this time, going to be a little bit more of a different situation. I mean, she did snap off in that one game that they played at 14, which is pretty crazy to say the least. Also, only off of 19 potentials. I mean, more time on the court, she could have easily picked up a few more. This team's looked a lot better recently. I will say the defense is still kind of spotty, but the offense is really, really clicking. I'm a huge fan of Timpson. I'm glad she's finally in as a starter. Very scrappy, bruiser-style defender. She's, not bad on the offense either. Last game, 13 field goal attempts, so there is something for her. But that pick and roll game should be there all day. Plus, this Toronto team just, decimated with injuries right now, too. Really, I think your biggest concern would just be, can they keep it close? And, hopefully with it being at Toronto, they could.
Okay, cool.
Oh, look at this.
Moneybag Johnny super chatted $4.20. Do you like Gabby Williams under 14.5 pints on Kolshi at minus 160? Thanks for all you guys do.
Hey, glad Moneybag Johnny says Gabby under. Oh, wow. What do you think about Gabby under?
Yeah, the needing 15 is kind of pushing it. She did play fairly well in this matchup. I get it if you're wanting to chase her overs. It is a good spot for her technically on paper, but you gotta take for a grain of salt what we saw in the last two games or the previous two meetings. Early on in the season, she was playing her normal minutes, 29 minutes, no surprise there, but she is still on a minutes limit. I cannot stress that enough. She has been on a very hard minutes limit. Last game, she played a few more minutes because Janelle Salon was out. But if Salon plays, there's a real good chance she's probably still going to cruise right around 19 to 22 minutes. She's mega important for international and the FIBA tournament. So if they do not have to play her, this team is going to rest her. Same thing kind of being said for Salon and for Xana Lacini. Xana Lacini, I truly have no idea how she ended up playing 30 minutes last game. That was maybe just a product of both Salon and Kia Stokes being out, but she hasn't even sniffed close to that ever this season.
And Kia Stokes is out again, yeah?
No. This team is healthy. They have everybody back. We're just waiting on Salon news right now.
Okay, so if Salon's in, let me see that. Moneybag Johnny tried to tell us it was minus 160. Let's see if it really is that. Let's see. Gabby. I know you're a little scared of this, but don't be scaredy.
No, I'm not mad at it. And she's also another player that you can find her live on Kalshi too if she has a real hot start.
True. Yeah. And people aren't realizing she's going to maybe not play as much. Minus 161 for the under 14 and a half. So it's pretty cool, man. If you think about it, think about the old alt unders we did for college basketball. We would push them up and play 0.7s and stuff like that. That was kind of our low. But when we put them together, they turned into being plus 200 plays. But really, minus 160 is actually a really good price for 14 and a half. It's not really good, but it's not bad. Okay.
Oh, for straight bet odds, yeah.
Okay, so if we get Salon in, might be interesting thought process there. Black says, new here, love your insight. Alana Smith over 5.5 first half points.
It is low. Again, expecting a little bit of pushback for Shepherd. She really, really struggled in this matchup. So, Alana is going to need to hopefully hit a 3-ball. That is something that kind of, is well within her bag. But the minutes have looked nice. That's something for her that's always been kind of a concern. But if she's not in foul trouble, they will need her to score as an extra option because Shepherd and Paige going to have a tough go of it here.
All right. Derek says, lock in, gang.
Lock in, fam.
CB Miami says, low-key, like Gabby Williams, over 2.5 assists at plus 100 on Hard Rock. They know she kills them, so I figured if they're trying to win, Dallas would shift their defense and her giving the ball back. So he's thinking they're gonna make sure Gabby doesn't get any scoring and she's gonna have to pass more.
Hey, it's very, very possible. No doubt she had 4 assists in both previous games. The rebounding, is a little bit kind of back and forth, but man, she was just kind of scoring at will on them, honestly. It's for her, thankfully, not really lobbing up nearly as many threes here recently. She's just trying to get downhill and get to the free throw line. Technically speaking, it's not the best free throw matchup. That is something Dallas was fairly good about, but again, limited sample with no FUD, no backups. She just has to beat them on efficiency or getting to the free throw line, man. She's been good for about 2 threes, but this is a real tough matchup for multiple threes. I'm so torn on Gabby today, it's not funny. I want to love her overs, but the minutes limit thing just completely puts me off of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little much. Gabby's hard to rely on her assists for sure. Let's see. Marina under PRA if Sykes plays. Eli says. Now he's thinking.
I was looking at it. I'm not going to lie. Bro, even 20.5 points. That's really high.
Look back when Sykes was in, but the only thing I think is Sykes going to really play her normal minutes. They're going to bring her in for a little bit. It's definitely going to hurt Mabry a little, but how can you know how much she's really going to play, even if she's active? I will say if she starts, though.
I mean, I'd be really surprised if she started, to be honest. But Kiki Rice will start. I mean, that we saw this last game. I don't think there's any question about that. So we got a best case, worst case scenario. Best case, I mean, if she does start, then, we'll see how that plays out. I don't even know what that would look like. I think coming off the bench, probably plays 18 to 20 minutes, give or take. They roll out the same starting five we had this last game. If she can do just enough to keep Mabry in check with the second unit, I mean, I do like it. I'm not mad at it. This Indiana team is terrible for the three-point shooting, so as long as she's just not getting to that free throw line or getting free cuts to the basket off a transition, it's a really good under spot for her.
Righty. H. McClendon. Go ahead.
I was going to say that already takes a pretty massive hit with both of these players.
Okay, so we just need news about Sykes, like how much is she going to play to make a better assumption on what to do with Mabry.
Yeah,
65
I
likes,
like it,
guys. 65, you guys are doing it. Thank you, appreciate you. 4 more likes to good luck. You guys hit the like here. Get up to 69. Get double good luck here for the next 4 people who hit like. That would be amazing. H. McClendon says, what do you think about Tiffany Hayes over points? You were talking about Hayes before we jumped on. He said she's been cooking, and how about Salon if she's available?
Yeah, I do like the Tiffany Hayes call. If I had to pick between the two of them, I mean, if Salon's out, honestly, man, I might even pivot towards Kia Stokes, which is a crazy thing for me to even say. But I mean, we know how terrible this defense is inside the paint. But Salon, she relies so much off of her three-point shooting. I mean, for this matchup, I know didn't really play that well this most recent time. She scored better from the floor. So, I mean, man, if we don't get multiple threes for her, it's kind of a sweat to get those points. I don't mind it, but again, a player that is on a minutes limit coming back from injury, I don't know about that. But Tiffany Hayes, absolutely yes. I know she came up a little bit shy in that previous game against Dallas, but still, that's her usage rating is crazy right now with no Salon.
All right. So if Salon's out, you're liking it?
I do. Her 10 plus should be a fairly easy find too. It's pretty well everywhere.
That sounds like a Cauchy thing. Oh, they don't have her on there, do they?
They knew today, man. That was so annoying.
Nah. That's weird. You would think people would want Tiffany Hayes props and they'd be on there. So, again, Cauchy's weird. We don't know how it works. It sounds like it works peer-to-peer, but then it's like, I guess they offer what they want to offer. It's really strange. But we will keep learning about it, I guess. Zebwell says Burton 25 PRA and Enrique 18 PR.
Yeah, Enrique is a little bit more interesting here. You know, they are going to give her a few more looks, slashing to the basket, and hopefully trying to get to this little mid-range action here. You'll never hear me advocating for playing Enrique, but she's been playing better, so I'll give her credit for that. And overall, scoring-wise, I mean, it is probably the best appeal for anybody who can get to the free throw line with some kind of volume. So Enrique's she's been good for that lately. So I get that. What was the other player? I'm so sorry.
Enrique. Oh, Burton. Yeah, Burton PRA.
Yeah, Burton. Okay, so Burton is a fun one. If you want one player that you can count on for consistency, it is her. This is the only person that is on this team for the last month that plays over 30 minutes or thereabouts. I like her. Former team. She likes to get up for these matchups. She did score way, way above her head, hitting 3 threes in that most recent game. But I don't think that's necessarily out of the realm for her. She's been real choosy about that three-point shot lately, but I do like the slashing ability to get inside, get your head down over there. If she's just doing a spot-up shooting kind of night, we might be sweating that a little bit more, but I like to transition free throws and just get down in the lane here. Give me less threes, more in the lane.
Okay. ZB Miami says, LOL just changed to -105 after I finished typing. Stuff moves all the time, doesn't it? YBM Barrow says, over the weekend I learned, listen to the lines they chose and not to deviate. I learned the hard way. 1 point is a mountain to some players. Reese. Yeah, he said 14.5 is 14.5, not 15.5. Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. And I mean, it's all of this is just about experience, you know, and being open to learn. And just, don't get too frustrated and just keep trying to analyze what you're doing and how you can get better. Really, that's pretty much all you can do. But yeah, think about it like this. I was telling you the other day, Ian, it kind of made sense to my own self. I was like, wow, that kind of made sense. But I mean, 1 point, if you're going up to 15 or 16 points, that's 7%. So think about anything, any stock you're buying or anything, a 7% increase or decrease is a big number. So it's not a small thing when it bumps one point. So always got to try to get that value. Mm-hmm.
And with the singular props too, you know, it's one thing if you're chasing a fantasy or if you're trying to, you know, if a fantasy bumps by 1 or if a PRA line bumps by 1, like that is a bit of an exception because it's not just taking one thing and changing the margins, you know, even if it's by 7% and betting, that's still a lot. That's a mile. So the singular props like that, you know, when we have a line that we're really kind of dialed in on, just do your best, try and, you know, get that. I was right there with you, man. I played Reese's, you know, on Underdog or whatever that only had the 15.5 and was quite unhappy at the end of the night.
Quite unhappy. I took who was that player you had on Saturday? You had Marine Johannes right when we went to sleep with the Sabrina, and then Sabrina was ruled out when I was still asleep, and I woke up. I said, oh man, E was right. I went from 7.5 to 10.5. And then I was like, man, am I just going to miss out on this? And then I said, this seems like one of those plays, though. If she's getting those minutes, it was the wrong thing to do, but I got lucky and played that over 9.5 and still won. But she was sitting on 9 points in the third quarter, and I was looking at myself in the mirror. I said to myself, you know, you did the wrong thing there.
It's just 1 point.
Yeah. Famous last words, we like to say in the Discord. Famous last words. But yeah, it's just a learning experience. It's all good. YBM Vero says, Gabby over 2.5 assists. We talked about that being a little too scary, I think. Tiffany's over 10 points. You like that if Salon is out. And then Paige under 18.5 points. We talked about Paige. I think we're liking the PRA under more than the points, though. Do you like the points, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, both of them. It's kind of one and the same, but yeah, I mean, we are still relying off of her, hopefully not putting up 20 points.
Okay. Yeah, we're still going to look at that stuff. I feel like we can do this at the end of the stream, to be honest. We have a little less people today because there's only one game and we are late, so maybe we'll get to the end here and we can talk through the final props to finish the list off, maybe, since 2 more hours before the game starts. So we'll see. Will G says Xana Lassini under PRA 13.5. This is all relying on Salon, isn't it?
Yeah, well, her especially. I would not play anything right now in the dark until we find some kind of news out about Salon, because this last game, like I said, she played 30 minutes. We have never seen anything even close to that from her. I mean, here, I'll tell you when we're even. Okay, so all the way back here in June 19th, she just randomly played 27 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where these minutes are coming from, and that kind of scares me. If you want to take the full game under, I get it. If you are going to do that, I would highly recommend taking her first half overs, because this is something we also talked about in the last stream too, that her minutes in the first half took a massive step forward. Came up a little bit shy here in this Dallas game. She only played 10 minutes, but everything sandwiched around it. I mean, 14.5, 15.5, 14 minutes. So there is something here that correlates, especially with Salon being out. She's playing a lot in the first half, and I think it's still at 7. Let me see. Did Prizepicks bump it up again? Okay, yeah, it's still at 7. That was something really interesting for her today. Also, the rebounds and assists, but all the stuff in between kind of throwing me off of that.
All right.
How do you feel about her? She's just a player that, her minutes are so random.
Yeah. It's hard to know. I mean, obviously, if Salon is in, it's going to hurt her. But, man, 13.5 for almost anybody is so damn low. It's tough. And Dallas is not the best, so I don't love it, to be honest. I do like the Gabby under, though. Ha, ha, ha. Surprise, surprise. I do like the Gabby, man. 14.5 is too high for her, bro. Too high. I mean, she could do it, but it's not like Dallas is just so shitty. They're not. Plus, they got Shepherd back. They're going to hopefully have a half-decent defense. You said you were worried about her mid-range. You were worried about her mid-range. That's what it was.
Yeah, mostly the mid-range. You just kind of get into the basket.
Did you see Novig right there?
Yeah, so I was about to say Novig's odds are way, way better.
Okay. Now we got a real play. Minus 138. I mean, let's look at Gabby real quick. 13 last game. How many minutes? 23. That was with Salon. Out. And the game before that, Salon was in. Now, obviously, we're only playing this if we get new Salons in. But if you put Salon in the game, what does her little log look like? Can you click on Salon in? Oh, this is the other one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, with or without Salon, irregardless, her playing under 24 minutes looks like this.
I mean, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, and these are all consecutive games where after coach said that she's going to be on the minutes limit. I mean, without Salon. Yeah, I'll switch it over here for you real fast.
Yeah, I can read this one better. Okay, so this is with Salon out. Oh, no, sorry. Salon. Okay, this is with Salon out.
Let's do with Salon, and then let's take her minutes. I'm going to put them let's say less than 25 minutes. That's what it looks like.
I mean, she couldn't get it done against the Sparks. Okay, I see why you're scared, because her last game she played, she scored 19.
Yeah, well, she also had 18 field goal attempts. I don't even know how she did that in 22 minutes.
That's wild. Who else was out in that game? Nobody? She was just checking.
Nobody.
Yeah. That's interesting.
She was ripping in the first half. I'm pretty sure it was first half specific, too. Let's see. Yeah, she had 12 in the first half. 12 points. I don't even know how many field goal attempts. Something to think about. I think, though, man, if you really want to play her live action should be spot on.
So what would you do with the live, though? Okay, so we'll say Salon's in. Obviously, we need that first checkbox. Okay, Salon's in. You're watching the game live. Gabby comes in. She starts the game, obviously. How many minutes are we looking at before you can make a kind of a decision?
Normally, she's playing like 11 to 13 minutes. She played a few more this last game, but if I had to guess, yeah. So let's say about 11 to 13 minutes in the first half of the 22 to 23 total minutes.
So if she plays 10 or less, say she plays 10 minutes in the first half and she has 5 points. Say she has 7 points, actually. Are you smacking the under 15 if she has 7 points in 10 minutes? Like, what are you looking for to take the under?
Mostly just, I mean, if they're throwing help coverage at her, because, last game they just left Paige by herself to pick her up, and, I mean, Gabby was just going to work. So if they slide somebody else over, which I'm hoping, because, I mean, Gabby's given them business twice now that they played. If they don't bring help, I mean, she's going to cook. If they do bring help, I think she's going to get that ball out. We'll see those assists pick up.
Okay. Trying to scare me, E. Trying to scare me.
Well, we'll know early on. I mean, it's not something they're really going to hide. And usually Gabby's one of their more early on active players. So
okay,
if they go to her, it'll be in the first 2-3 minutes of the game, and we'll see it. If Dallas is responding.
Here's the thing about live betting, though. Sometimes say Gabby's in the game. They go to Gabby a few times in the first quarter. you see that they're not, focusing on Gabby on defense much. Say she scores 6 points. So she comes in again and she scores another 4 points. She has 10 points at halftime, but you see that they're going to make adjustments at halftime. Isn't that something that you might want to do on the under there? I mean, it's hard to know, right? There's so many angles.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit more difficult, but that I guess just is dependent on how fast is Kalshi. Are they offering us odds on the 20 below, or is it just a 15?
Okay, so you're looking at Gabby playing a little less minutes and them basically paying a lot of attention to her. That's your sign to want to go under.
Yeah. If they're bringing help. If they're not bringing help and she's just doing whatever, then I probably let it go.
All right. We'll do that then. Water Bears on Mars says, what's good? What's going on, guys? What do you think of going under for Paige and Enrique tonight? The overs on the Valkyries because of the top-rated defense. Man, we would love to, and we've been doing it all season, but the lines are kind of down there now. But we do like what are you looking at on the screen there? Paige PRA still at 28.5 is kind of our favorite one right now, right? If you have to look at any Enrique or Paige play, it's Paige under 28.5 PRA. That's the one you would take.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to play Enrique, I'm not mad at it either.
Yeah, Enrique. And then he also says, what about under on Shepherd? So since we have extra time today, I mean, not extra, but we have a little time. There's only one game to focus on. Shepherd lines are pretty low too.
Yeah, they just bump down too.
She kind of another one that you could watch live though. If she doesn't get her normal minutes, you can bump that live down under.
Yeah. She did a sturdy the first game. I remember that. She went over her scoring and got pretty lucky with the rebounds. But the assists and playmaking for her was pretty tough to come by. I really was hoping her line was going to be at 5.5 here, but this was another one I think we could kind of sidestep with. She does not have many open targets, especially with Paige being taken away. I mean, mostly it's just going to be catching whatever cut her to the basket, but her scoring is really low. I know she played terrible this most recent game against him, but man, are her lines low.
Yeah, they're trying to make it hard on us for the under. The under kids are struggling here. We probably should have taken. We should have taken Paige yesterday. I actually had this up 2 days ago, but we didn't know about Shepherd, so we kind of couldn't.
Yep.
Do we want to take a stab at 28.5? And I will say, what's her first half PRA looking like? That might be interesting. If Shepherd's starting Paige under first half, is it 15.5 like it usually is? Or is it down to 14.5?
Yeah, it was 14.5 earlier.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, 13.5 now.
Wow.
Nah, that's okay. That's great. I do like the PRA, though. I mean, if you're going to play it 28.5 PRA or, same thing for Enrique. Just play the PRA. Also, her 1.5 turnovers, I will say. Shout out that one.
Enrique's PRA. Which one do you like better, though? Enrique or Paige?
Paige.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
VBM Vero says, if I can find it in one place. I don't know what that means. The Great 13's here. He says, Gabby 23.5 fantasy over. Do you like Gabby's fantasy? We used to play Gabby's fantasy back in the day. Haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, she used to be RA getter, and now this season, not so much. I mean, she's a fine play, honestly. I love this spot for Gabby. I do. She's just on a minutes limit, so whatever you get in the first half is, either you're looking good or you're on life support.
All right. Too legit to quit says Asia to the moon or the bank. He loves it with you. So he's on Asia with you for tomorrow. That's what's up. Ayo's here. He says, good evening, gents. Hello, Ayo.
That's good, fam.
Starco says Stokes over 5.5 rebounds.
Let's see. 5.5. I mean, it's not bad, honestly. I was looking at that too. Both her and Thornton, their lines at the same thing for this matchup. Did play well, I will say. 7 rebounds this game, most recent game, not that bad. Thornton had a massive spike rebounding game. I remember seeing this for her boded really well, but personally, I just can't. I don't know if I could bring myself to play her. She was the one. She was the rebounding one, though. She had 11 in that first game and 10 in the second game. Stokes had 2. Yeah, 2 in that first game. Super weird. I like it, mostly just because her minutes have been up a lot more recently, but technically, I think Kayla Thornton is the one. Man, she's so far on my ban list. I'll never again. Never again.
Poor Thornton.
Now she goes stand in the corner.
Bucko Burks here. What's up, bro? He says Sims and Zabdy under.
Zabdy, probably Xanda.
Yeah.
Xanda Caniacini.
Yep. They all have to do with Salon, don't they? And I still think Xanda Lucini under is a little scary, so low, but would you go with it? I know we talked about it, but
yeah. If Salon plays, sure. Xanda, I don't mind that. There's been plenty of games where she'll go out and just put up, 4 or 5 points. And I mean, mostly you're just relying off of this rebounding, which is something we've seen really, really fall off the face of the earth. The playmaking, I'll give her that. That's been fairly enough there along the mix. But yeah, interesting to say the least. Now, Sims, she is such a popular play today. I don't even know how this is going to turn. I mean, she's priced in for hella minutes right now. Like, I get it. Most recent time they played, she only played 25 minutes. The shooting wasn't really that good, but dog, she's playing some big minutes if she's not in foul trouble. I like the under. She opened at 17.5, which was a really, really good line, PRA. If you want to play it, try and find the 15.5 if possible. But yeah, this is like bump number 3 now if you're playing her. You might as well just take her under points. I mean, honestly.
8.5.
Yeah. Either that or, I mean, maybe the R rate. Maybe 5.5. We just played her assist at 5.5, though.
No, it's 4.5.
Or, sorry, 4.5. Still, I mean, one difference for that.
Right.
I don't know. This one feels like a weird one. If they're going to be putting pressure on Paige and Shepard, somebody else got to score.
I'm assuming there's no Sims on Kalshi.
No.
All right. Oh,
no, they were super picky.
We're just chilling tonight for the most part. Live betting, sounds like.
Yeah, but keep an eye out for her. I mean, there's a real good, scenario where she comes out, hits her early threes or whatever, like we've seen the last few games. And then once that happens, if they bump her up, I mean, for me, I would say anything that's around 13.5 or more, if she goes up to that and you see that she's going to cool off a little bit, yeah, jump on that live. She slows down plenty of times.
Yeah, good point. I guess it's just a watch and see game, but definitely some things to watch for. We'll look through the news. If you guys aren't in the Discord, jump in the Discord. We'll be finding some plays together, and we can all ride. Let's see. We have soccer player says CC assist yesterday was sweaty with crying out laughing face.
It's overtime.
How many minutes were left when she had 9? Like 3 or 4 minutes in the regular fourth quarter?
Yeah, way too many minutes.
Wow. I see that wide open 3 from Sophie too. I was like, oh, she missed. Derek says, everybody, let's smack these books, gang.
That's right.
Let's see. Black Q46 says Sims under PRA 16.5. Now, where the heck can you find 16.5 still?
It's probably around on a couple sites. I know a lot of them are kind of going back and forth between the 14.5 or the 14.5 and 15.5. It'll probably go back to even 15.5 at some point.
Okay. That would be nice. The Anthony Chris says, what's the safest props for the Wings today in your humble opinion?
Some kind of unders. Whether that be points, rebounding threes, something like that.
Your favorite one is Alana Smith. If you can find 8.5 RA, right? Under?
Yeah.
That does feel like the best play. I might have to hit you up on that Onyx if I can't find it anywhere, my friend.
Okay.
Tragedy says Alana Smith under 6.5 rebounds. Williams under 2.5 assists. So he's going under Gabby assists, which is always a decent play. We've played her under 3.5 assists many, many times. I think she might have got us once all season. She's pretty consistently not getting her assists, but 2.5 is a little different than 3.5.
Yeah. A slight bit more risk, but I mean, still for good reason. She had a spike performance this last game against Dallas for sure. Had 11 potentials. I mean, that was almost a season high for her. Actually, maybe even was a season high. Yeah. So season high performance, and then the other one 7 potentials. So it is still definitely up on the 2-to-1 ratio, but she's normally not a big time playmaker. I mean, a lot of that probably, if we went back and look, I'm sure she had a couple steals or caught a couple transition looks here. I'm torn on Gabby today. It's a great spot for her. Technically speaking, it's not that bad, not that good of an assist spot, but if they're turning the ball over and she's catching them in transition, I mean, there's only 2 players. It's her and Burton.
Okay. All right, you're going to make me pass on Gabby. I'm going to yell at you in the third quarter when she has 3 points. Ayo says, yo! E, would you rather take Golden State first half or third quarter?
First half, because that's where Paige has been struggling the most.
All right. Well, he says first half's minus 188, third quarter's minus 156. Do you have the same answer still? The little worse payout?
Yeah, first half.
Okay. Martez Denny says, what's up, man? He says, do you like under 174?
Yeah, I'm not too mad at that. It's I mean, it's a little bit more on the fair price, but this game could be severely underperforming.
All right. Psycho says, new here, Boston over 8.5 rebounds, Clark over 2.5 threes.
Big Boston. She has been good on the glass. I'll most certainly give her
14
flowers
rebounds
for that.
last game, 14 against the great Angel Reese. That's probably a lot of rebounds from her missing layups.
Yeah.
It's probably 4 of them.
Yeah. No, it's a good spot for her. Clark, pretty good spot for her. Not necessarily in love with playing her on the road, if I can help it, but I do like Boston. It's a great scoring spot inside the paint. Yeah, if you want to play it, I mean, Clark's been pretty well good for it recently, so I get it. I still might be kind of, 24.5 points. Whoa, doggy, that's high. Where did that come from?
Take a look at her points, E.
I mean, but still, how long did it take Kelsey Mitchell to get to 25 or 24.5 points? I mean, geez, it's like 3 games now. Let's do her up here.
She's on a minutes restriction. Remember, go pull that thing at minutes up to like 28 and see what it looks like.
I know.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Still, you got to put the home filter on if you can do that. No, it's way up there. I'm like, man, 24.5, that is high. Oh, with that being said, yeah, that makes a lot more sense, at least since the 24.5 points.
Yeah. F all of it, bro. I'll take the 20 plus. Give me minus 190 again. I'm in. I wish they'd let me take the 6 plus assists. That's the thing, though, bro. Do they not? Oh, they don't allow you to take alt assists anymore. That's what it was. We could take alt rebounds, though.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
We could do like a 20 plus and then take like a alt Leah Boston, alt rebound or something. Those kind of things might work good with those crazy good couchy odds.
Yeah, and I mean, you should be able to get the alt lines for the rebounds too pretty well anywhere else.
Okay. Martez Denny says Caitlin Clark and Mabry alt 2 threes. 2 for each of them.
Clark, most certainly. Mabry, I do like it mostly just for her being in the house. It is a tough 3-point matchup. Tough.
Does Sykes
Barely get-
so? Isn't it weird that it's tough? It's Indiana defense. Like, why is it tough? Why do they say it's tough?
Because they like to swarm on the opposing point, or they swarm their opposing guards way out here and then funnel everything back to the inside.
Yeah, I guess that is why, huh? Their defense sucks, but they don't allow threes.
Yeah, it's one thing they do right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got here, guys. Martez Denny says Jordan Canada 7 assists if she plays tomorrow. 7? That's pretty low.
It's very low, very low.
Is it 6.5 or 7 flat on Prizepicks?
I think she's 6.5. Oh no, it was 6.5. Yeah, odds got a little bit worse. If she plays, I mean, I don't mind it at all. I really need Reese to keep the hands to herself. That could be problematic down the stretch. It should be a great pace, great healthy total, all that good stuff. Losing Brianna Jones hurts a little bit with the second unit, but you just need Reese to score, man. I mean, a lot of her assists are dependent on that.
All right. 140 watching, 80 likes, guys. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit the like yet, please hit the like for us. If you want to, we're at the end as well. Cool. So we're going to have some time here. Javi Don't Play says Jessica's minutes should be low, don't you think?
Not necessarily.
She might come in and just go right to it.
Yeah, no. If she's playing, she should be a full go. I mean, she's quite the warrior. I mean, she doesn't really like try and skimp out on stuff. She's either going out and playing. If it's a close-ish game, she's playing way over her 30 minutes. She's only out for 2 games. I mean, it's not like she's been out for that long. It's on the 12th, so got an extra day's rest in there. She was trending towards possibly playing this last game, but yeah, I think she should be a normal minutes tonight. Just how close is the game?
All right, dude. Let's see what else. Geneva's here. She says Shepherd. Not sure I will under her. Shepherd under, basically. Not sure I will under her.
No, I'm right there with you. Her lines are crazy low.
Yeah, kind of scary. All right. 3 times here. Said, what up, everyone? Happy Monday. Good luck.
No, it's good, man.
AFC Angelo's here. He says, anything worth playing tonight, gentlemen? Pretty overwhelming. Night, pretty shitty Monday. Underwhelming night, pretty shitty Monday. We like Alana Smith, 8.5 under RA. That looks pretty good, E. That's a good play. I agree with you. I don't see anything better than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or if you want to play some Page, under points, under PRA, whatever. Everything else, no reason to force action. We're coming off of a good weekend. It's a small slate. Just enjoy the downtime while it is. We're going to be plenty busy tomorrow for games.
All right. YBM Vero says, it's tough to put a parlay together with unders. On parlay apps, it's pretty easy, but not with the sports books I'm working with.
Yeah, sometimes they're kind of a pain about that.
Yep. They let you alt the overs, but not the unders. And they don't even let you parlay unders sometimes. They know. Psycho says, and also Lacan under 16.5 PA. Interesting. I noticed that based on her form right now, she's performs bad lately. She has been straight garbage.
Yeah. Well, she almost got hurt in these last couple games too, man. I don't know what the hell his coach is thinking, leaving her out there. I mean, she still played 31 minutes this last game, which is very surprising because they just were coming off of a little ankle, almost a oopsie daisy in that Atlanta matchup. Allegedly, she was supposed to see reduced minutes, and I don't know if maybe this last game with just not having Griner and Edwards, that was something. Also, Haley Van Lith did not see any time on the court. That's kind of crazy. But if Griner and or Edwards plays, I do like seeing some kind of reduction here, at least for her field goal attempts and overall volume. She's just been a bad shooter, man. That's really the biggest thing that's been holding her back. Very sporadic on the rebounding. Playmaking's been solid for her. You know, that's not something that we can kind of hold her to being at fault on. It's just this team is so bad. Well, it's great matchup for the assist upside, and just like to see one of these other key players play, because if they're both out, she might play 30 minutes again. But I do like it. She sucks. She has not been good.
Yep. Clifford says, find it, courtside app, 8.5, under Smith. Yes, sir. He found it.
Hey, there we go.
Robert McCormick says, hi. Hello.
Yo,
Starfall says,
good,
yo. What's up, Starfall? Ayo says, Georgia Amore or Carla Late?
Oh, give my sweet Carla. I've been in love with her since last year.
Sweet Carla. He calls her Sweet Carla. You know he loves her. D Money says Tiffany Hayes, ? And that is our last question. We got to the end today, E, with pretty much no problem. Nice, smooth day.
It was, and we appreciate all y'all still hanging out with us later on in the evening. Tiffany Hayes, I would like a lot more if we get news that Salam was going to be out. She's been playing exceptionally well with that second unit. Doesn't mean her minutes go up. That has not really taken much of a step forward, but that usage rating is crazy.
All right, there we go.
All right, y'all. Well, I think with that being said, we are going to get on out of here. I'm going to try and rest up. I got the old spider bite. That's what happened. I had one on my back, and it is killing me all day today. So
oh, no.
We toughed it out, though. Yeah, man. I've been loaded up with some antibiotics right now, so that's probably why I look all red in the face and stuff. But I'm going to go sleep it off, get ready for this game here, and then we're going to be up late night grinding, get ready for tomorrow. So back to normal streaming time tomorrow. Make sure you guys be there 5 Eastern, and good luck tonight, good luck tomorrow, and we'll catch y'all back here later. All right, peace.
Just cash.
Fuck you, Prizepicks! I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks! I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks! I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks!
But I've had enough.
Fuck you, Prizepicks!